This man's name is Michael Atkinson, an adventurer, filmmaker, and a former military pilot. He spent a great deal of his life in the Australian Defence Force from the thick trunk of a large tree. Not only that, he would make that boat and sail it safely for 1,500 miles along Australia's Great Barrier Reef. In reality, it's much harder than that. Because it's not a Muslim boat. It's a dugout boat, which is made from just a tree trunk. This method has been used in different cultures for years. There were no machines then. There was no middleman. Just handwork and infinite patience. The process of this boat's motion seems easy to see, but in reality it is a great precision work. Some parts of a piece of wood are formed from wood, but part of it is kept intact. Because that is why the shell becomes the main body of the boat, which will float on the water. And here is the biggest danger. Because if you cut too much, it can be wood. And if you cut too little, the boat will be heavy. Don't think right. Every report, every piece of wood, every piece. Life is as important as a way. The greatest strength of this dugout boat is its simplicity. There are no parts, no joints. It is made from a single trunk. And that is why it is incredibly strong, durable, and long-lasting. This type of boat has been used in history, for fire and for war. But one thing was natural because the people of each area built boats according to their environment. This tree is found on Norfolk Island in the South Pacific, and its main characteristics are straight, tall, and relatively compact. This wood has a special quality. It floats well in water. It sinks less in water, and that's why it's ideal for boats. But the wood doesn't just have to be pressed. It also has to be treated. So the ancient craftsmen used methods, such as axes, chisels, and fire. Yes, fire. Standing next to some parts is actually a more complicated technique than it sounds. Because the fire softens the wood, the resulting part can be removed. But if something goes wrong, the whole wood will be ruined. This method still makes much larger and longer lasting boats. Because the wood is made from a single piece. There are no joints, no gaps. And that's why water poetry is less written. It doesn't break easily and stays firm for years. Because not only will the wood be solid, it has to be completely waterproof. And here comes the extraordinary knowledge of the original people. They collected various types of resin, gum, pitch from trees. These natural materials were adhesive and waterproof. They easily used to seal the small cracks and joints of the boat. Where this sealant was placed in the right place, it was applied. A shipwreck survivor, James Morrill. After his ship sank, he spent 42 days adrift on a raft on the Great Barrier Reef. Then he was rescued. Michael wanted to put himself in the same situation. This word should be used to start this whole project. For 14 months, he used the same type, which Morrill used. Not only a boat, but he was also an experience. His boat was of double outrigger design. which is a commercial design and local wind technique mill. With this, the turn was to request the boat using the power of the wind. But these boats are not just through the meter. A culture. Mourning, initiation, last rites, dedication to ancestors are discussed with this boat. Many times there are special symbols in the form of a layout. History is engraved that comes from generation to generation. This boat is not just a boat, it is a connection past and present history. This knowledge and these stories can make all the old so that this history is not lost to learn, and even today these old techniques to save these stories will only thrill. I want to tell the story of those people who have been able to travel the unknown road story by crossing the sea. They wanted to get a part of it, starting from a tree trunk, a complete journey that has become my dream come true.